Hello friends, a lot of you are attending assistant professor interviews. Some of you will be attending very soon. So I thought I will make this video to help you prepare for the interview. The most important thing you should know is your PG syllabus. If you know your PG syllabus thoroughly, all the papers, you will 80% come out with flying colors in the interview. Look up all the major authors, works, prescribed works, movements, etc. They will definitely expect you to have a deep understanding of the syllabus and also be able to speak about it with clarity. So practice it. The interview should not be the first time you should be talking about it. Every day you should practice talking about these authors and works in your syllabus. One thing about the PG syllabus is that it focuses too much on the text. But for the sake of the interview, prepare a little speech connecting the text with the period. What is the relevance of this text in that age? What is the role of this text in the oeuvre or the complete works of this author? Such things also, if you slightly talk about, it will be wonderful. These days in assistant professor interviews, you will not be asked quiz-like questions. In which year this happened? What is the subtitle of this? No, questions based on memory will not be there. They will test your analytical skills and also your application skills. They will test whether you have an interest and passion in the subject. Now, do not think that they will ask questions from all the areas in PG syllabus. No. One tricky area is the examiner's expertise. If the examiner is from the linguistics department or if the examiner has expertise in linguistics, it is possible that you may get questions based on linguistics. So, just before you enter the hall, it would be good if you know from the other candidates who are the examiners so that you will be ready to prepare, you will be ready to answer that kind of questions. If that is illegal, if you should not talk to the other candidates, do not do that. Some current affairs will also be expected of you. Current affairs related to education or awards, things like that, please prepare and go. Up to that day's newspaper, you may just quickly look up and go. Well, in your CV, you may have said that you have made paper presentations or you are doing research, etc. Some questions can be based on that. What was the main argument of this paper that you presented? Or what is the research question that you are trying to explore in your research project or in your PhD, etc. Many times you will be asked to do like 5 minutes of teaching. Talk about an area that you know very well, that you can explain very well. Do not take risk. You should prepare a lot of areas from your PG syllabus and be ready at the time of the interview. Prepare 4 or 5 topics from British literature, 4 or 5 topics from American literature, couple of topics from linguistics based on literary theory, like that. From everywhere, prepare a lot of topics and go, so that you will be able to choose from these. If they ask you to present a lecture, talk about any major novel, take a class on any major poem, take a class on any major theoretical concept, etc. Do not bluff in the interview. Do not show off. Talk about things that you know very well. Be honest. If you do not know something, do not pretend that you know it, because they will very soon see through your bluff. So make sure that you know a lot of things to talk about. Prepare a long list of topics from everywhere, areas from everywhere, and be ready at the exam. Relax. Do not feel tense. Do not be nervous, because at the examination hall or at the interview hall, you have to keep talking confidently. But when you talk a lot, Make sure you're not just dropping names and terms, because when you drop a name or a term, you will be expected to explain it. Sometimes when you talk about, I know, that's cultural studies, immediately you may start getting questions based on cultural studies. So make sure you do not mention any term, any author, any text that you do not know thoroughly. And identify core areas, core authors, core works, prepare those. Try to mention only any of these areas that you have already prepared. Usually they do not ask you personal questions about your interests and hobbies and things like that, but they might ask you to introduce yourself. Right when you come into the interview hall, they might ask you, okay, good morning, introduce yourself. So prepare a nice, matter-of-fact, brief self-introduction, which will show your core areas in a very straightforward manner, without any bluff, without any show-off. Most importantly, relax, be confident, and show them what you are, the best side of you. Okay? So I hope this video helps you. Wish you all the very best. I'm proud of you. You are proud of yourself. Just go bindas and do your best.